Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the best supercars in emergency response Liberty County. If we go over here to spawn in a vehicle and we go over and click the exotic menu, we can see at the time of recording there are 5 supercars. Now a lot of you may be talking about the new supercar that was possibly leaked. It looks like it is a Ferrari in the teaser image of the summer 2022 update. We may be getting a Ferrari soon, so if we do, I'll be doing a full review on this channel. But anyways, looking at these vehicles here, we have a Chevron Corvette Tz, which is 350,000. We have a Chevron Corvette 8, which is 410,000. Falcon Heritage at 620,000. Silhouette Carbon at 890,000. And the Bugatti Atura at 1.5 million. Now if we have a look at the horsepower, basically the speed of these vehicles, there's very little between them, and you can see here, these two cars here have identical speeds, but are 200,000 in-game cash apart. So, which really is the best supercar for the price? Starting off with the Chevron Corvette Tz. We're going to spawn this in a nice yellow here. This is at 350,000, and you can see here it's about 1/3 through the last bar of horsepower. Compare that to the Bugatti, which is all the way through. Let's have a look and do a top speed test. So the handling on this car is very nice here. As you can see, we can kind of, always drift around corners pretty nicely here, and if we accelerate down here, we're going to go ahead onto the highway to actually do an acceleration test. But yeah, this car does have very good handling here, good braking as well. Compared to a lot of the SUVs in this game, it has actually very good braking power. So if we go ahead and starting at the Highway 55 sign, let's go and accelerate down the highway, and let's see what speeds we can reach. Completely straight line at this moment here. We're now down to 100 miles an hour, over 120 miles an hour here, 130, 140. But as far as I can see, this car tops out at 151 miles an hour. And let's go and bring this to a nice turnaround here. So 151 miles an hour for the Corvette. The 350,000, you get 151 miles an hour top speed. Now looking at the Chevron Corvette 8, is around 70 to 80,000 more. Let's see though how fast this car goes. Again, most of these supercars do have very good handling. However, the braking on supercars seems to be very quick. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, let's go and accelerate, see how far we get. Past the 120 miles an hour mark, 157. So for around 60 to 70k more, you get 6 miles an hour more speed limit here. And let's go ahead and again speed it down here. There we go, slow it all down. There we go. Alright, so it's kind of up to you which car you like, the design of each car, because everyone likes different designs. If you're looking at buying this car compared to the other Corvette, you are only getting 6 miles an hour more. Now, that could help you escape in a police chase if you're being chased by police Corvettes. However, if you really are trying to conserve money, then maybe this isn't the option for you if you do want a supercar. So, moving on to the Falcon Heritage, this is 200,000 more than the Chevron Corvette 8. But it has the exact same speed. So let's go and actually do a speed test with this thing here and see truly how fast this is. For $200,000, are you getting just looks or are you actually getting more speed? Already this car is a lot slower at picking up here. Yeah, this car is a much slower acceleration here. We're not even at 100 miles an hour. There we go. Okay, 100 miles an hour. So it's really slow to get up to speeds. And then it only reaches 132 miles an hour. So this car gets you all looks and no speed whatsoever, because this car is so much slower. It's over 20 miles an hour slower than the other supercars, yet it's $200,000 to $300,000 more. That is incredibly overpriced. So out of my car list, definitely no. So moving on, at over 200,000 more, nearly 300,000 more, which is the Lamborghini. 890,000. Let's see here. This one's about 2/3. So a slight bit faster, but we already know this car maxes out 132. So let's see how fast this car can go. Already this has much faster acceleration than the other car. Better handling at high speeds here. And you can feel it just moves around a lot better, especially at high speeds. So let's go ahead and accelerate, head down to the highway, and let's go and do a little speed test. Go 3, 2, 1, let's go. So yeah, already definitely so much faster than the Falcon here, and already up to 100 miles an hour. This thing accelerates like crazy. But let's see how fast it really is. So we're at 160, 165. That'll be our final speed for this vehicle, 165. So that is over 30 miles an hour faster than the last car, yet it is less than 10 miles an hour faster than the Corvettes. So quite interesting, quite interesting. Now the Bugatti is the fastest car in the game. So now in real life, this car is very, very heavy, over 1 ton. We're already faster than all the cars we've tested before, but let's go on the highway and see how fast this car really is. And, well, that's just my handling. 3, 2, 1, off we go here, down the highway. Feel like this is slightly slower than the Lamborghini accelerating at low speeds. However, when we get to the high speeds, it's a lot faster here. As you can see, we're up into 170 miles an hour, and I believe we're going to top this out at 170 miles an hour. We may get to 171? No, 170 miles an hour is the top speed for this vehicle. 170 miles an hour is only 5 miles an hour faster than the Lamborghini, which is less than half the price. Taking into consideration the price, the speed, we're going to look at which vehicle is the ultimate exotic to buy in the game at this current time. That's to ultimately be the Corvette Tz. Now, here is why. Even though this car is the 3rd fastest exotic in the game, it may seem that it's actually one of the slower ones. However, looking at price to speed, it is absolutely incredible. This vehicle is only 13 miles an hour slower than the Bugatti. And think about it, the Bugatti sits at $1.5 million. This car, however, is a complete fraction of the price and reaches only 13 miles an hour short. Now, the reason why I believe this car is also the best car in the game is due to the fact that it has highest suspension of all of the supercars. If you have a look at this car, the ride height is very high, meaning that even if you're driving over small dirt roads or even up hills and everything, your car will not get stuck. It is honestly the perfect combination of speed, price. In my opinion at least, this car looks absolutely amazing. So that is why I believe this is the best supercar in the game. You're only going to be reaching speeds of 170 miles an hour for a few seconds when you're on the highway because it takes so long to build up the speed. So in reality, you're only going to be using that $1 million of extra speed for a couple of seconds on the highway. And that's probably not going to help you escape the police. If you buy this car though, you can afford to buy a nice house near a sea, settle down in the mountains. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this small video talking about the best supercar in the game, looking at the price to speed, ruling out the best to worst cars, and hope this helped you choose your ultimate supercar to buy in ERLC whilst also saving a lot of money. So have a great day, enjoy, and make sure to subscribe to both my YouTube channels to stay up to date with ERLC content. And see you on the next one. Bye.